everybody, it's me, Milanka, again. I hope you're staying safe. I'm going to continue my story, and it starts with December 13th, where, again, Kyle wasn't home to help me put the kids to bed, and I had a fractured foot, and I was doing my best to prepare for the following day, which was our daughter's first birthday party. So the following day, despite the fact that Kyle wasn't home, he ended up doing whatever needed to be done outside when it came to cleaning up the driveway of the snow that we had, putting up decorations, which left me inside doing everything with the kids and setting up and everything. And I love to do themed parties. So her themed party was Winter Wonderland with the O-N-E instead of W-O. So there was decorations everywhere. The food was all themed. It was a wonderful party, to be honest. It takes us to December 16th. I again put the kids to bed by myself. He came home late. He did end up coming home with our new TV that we had to buy because he smashed our other one with the ice pack. So we spent that night setting up our new TV, which is frustrating because we spent money that we didn't have as usual. But he had his anger issues. The next several days, we didn't see much of Kyle. He wasn't really home. Again, still leaving me to put our kids to bed by myself with a fractured foot. Thankfully, we did spend the day on our daughter's birthday, which is December 22nd, as a family. We spent time outside, snowmobiling, and just having family fun, which at this point was very rare that things like that ever happened. The following day, I don't think I could tell you one day after having our daughter that I was able to sleep in, even if I begged. Kyle was always so tired, yet I never woke him to help with the kids unless I absolutely needed it because they had a blowout. So those nights were very, very rare. I figured he was working, I was at home, so I was gonna let him sleep. So he could fall asleep to our child crying. So waking him up was next to impossible anyways. But I never got the ability or the time to actually sleep in. So on December 23rd, he slept in because he wouldn't get up. He would always get angry at me if I tried to sleep in or asked him to get up. And so I got up and tended to our kids as usual. His mom ended up taking him in for some kind of procedure. I honestly can't remember what kind of procedure it was. I'm not sure if... Nope, I can't remember what kind of procedure. And then he wasn't home very long. He helped with the kids. He actually helped me put them to bed. But then he went back to work. Still never saw that money. You'll understand more later on in my story as to why I never saw that money. December 24th. He ended up working, and he came home late, just before bed, and he ended up, instead of spending time as a family and helping me prepare for the next day, he laid down on the couch and he napped while our kids were trying to get his attention. he napped. It was kind of sad and very frustrating for me. But I was learning to kind of bite my tongue at this point. On Christmas Day, my brother and his fiance and my parents came over to our house for Christmas, and we spent time as a family. After the big explosion of the initial texts between him and his mistress and his parents taking his side, there was a huge rift between me and his parents, and we didn't really communicate at all, despite the fact that they claimed that I was the daughter that they always wished they had, both me and my sister-in-law, because they had 2 boys. And they treated us like daughters, but at this point they took a side, and that was it. So Kyle took our son to his parents for Christmas dinner, and despite the fact that Kyle knew that I was struggling with major PTSD and, not PTSD, postpartum depression, he didn't check on me once. They didn't get home till after 9 o'clock. And I, again, after we put our son to bed, tried to express myself. I felt trapped at home. I couldn't go anywhere because I fractured my right foot. I couldn't drive. And I felt alone. I couldn't contact him, because the only way to contact him would be to call his parents' phone, because there's very little service out where they live. And he showed no interest. He didn't care how I was doing. We got into another fight, and he left again to go to work, and then spent his night at his parents' place. Following day, he was still treating me horrible. He came home. We had it out. I took my boot off as soon as I got into my vehicle because I left. As I was leaving, this was while our daughter was napping, he told me that if I left, that it was over. And at that point, I didn't care. I got into my vehicle, took my boot off, and I drove to my parents' place. Thankfully, it was mostly highway, so as long as I got up to speed, I could set the cruise control, and I was fine. There wasn't too much pressure. He got really frustrated because I wasn't responding to his texts. He didn't know where I went. He was trying to contact my mom, and my mom refused to tell him that I was there because she wanted to protect me. I needed space. I needed some alone time because I rarely ever got that. And I spent several hours at my parents' trying to calm down. We had dinner, and then I made my way home, and Kyle spent the night on the couch. December 27th, Kyle again didn't see the kids. We spoke in the evening after he finally got home. He apologized. He said that it was never going to happen again, and that he would try to be more understanding. Now, for those of you that understand narcissism, they love bomb you to keep you tied in, and then they treat you like crap, and then they love bomb you again. And that's basically what happened throughout our whole relationship. And I'm going to end my story on that note. If you want to keep on hearing more of my crazy story of divorcing a narcissist, press the subscribe and follow. Again, don't expect anyone to follow me. I'm just doing this for myself. I hope you guys stay safe and you enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you so so much. Bye.